guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do a project pan update. This is the final one that I'll do this year, and then I'm just going to roll in probably some new products next year. I might roll in some of the same ones, you'll just have to wait and see. I don't have a huge amount to update honestly, and I actually have a lot less to update in terms of product wise because I got rid of so many items last month, you know, whether it be because I just wasn't wanting to pan them anymore or I finished them. So hopefully this video is not going to be super long. Alright, let me start with the MAC Bronze here. This I've had in the project the whole time since I started, which was back in June time when I started this year. And I actually have a feeling that the formula is going. I just don't feel like I'm getting as much pigment from this, and that's why I'm not enjoying it as much, because I actually love this product, but I just don't see really any progress. I've used it, how many times this month? I've used it 15 times, and I just don't see a difference in between now and where it was last month. I'm just not seeing it, to be honest. Obviously, I had hit pan already before I started this, and then my goal was to finish it up. But you know, I put my brush in there and I really barely get any pigment off, but obviously it does come off. I just don't know what's happening. I don't know where I'm gone wrong. I just don't see where the progress is. I'll put a picture. If there is progress, then hopefully you'll see. But for me, I don't know. I'm just not seeing the progress. Maybe I need to look back at like when it looked like in June, and then I'll feel a little bit better about myself. But I'm glad that the new year is coming up in January, and it's because I probably might just roll this out. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with this item. Next up is this e.l.f. gloss. This is the lip plumping gloss in Sparkling Rose A, and you can actually see a progress. You can see that it's slowly drying up, and I'm basically around here has settled, so I'm actually really pleased with that. And I'm pleased with the fact that I can actually see what's going on in the tube. You might not be able to see it on camera, but I can see it. I used this 10 times this month, which is quite a lot because I don't generally use a lot of lip gloss. I always forget to put stuff on my lips. I love lipstick, but I always really forget to use it, and because we're going out, we're covering our faces, it's just not something that's on my radar. But yeah, I used it 10 times. I'm seeing the progress. The reason I had added this in is because I have a second one by accident. I bought a second one, so I have a brand new one pretty much from this year, and this is from last year, so I just wanted to finish this up so I don't have two of the same, because that's kind of pointless. Okay, next up we have this little mini eyeshadow, not a mini eyeshadow, but a single eyeshadow from L'Oreal. This is the Color Appeal Platinum in Antique Gold, and actually I was looking this up and they just don't make them anymore. They make another gold one, but not this shade, so this seems to be discontinued. I have enjoyed it quite a bit this month. I actually, so much so that I put it in my November favorites. I used this 16 times, and I just kind of enjoyed it. I just would pop it on my lids and then I'd be done. I didn't really do too many crazy looks this month, to be honest, in terms of my eyeshadow. And I just think it's really nice. You can't really see the, you know, it's getting deeper in there right there, but it was already like that. It's a really lovely champagne-y gold. And yeah, I'll see how much I use it this month. Probably use it around Christmas time, but other than that, you know, I don't know. Next up, I've got this L'Oreal Le Blush. I used this 9 times. I don't know if you can see any difference though in the pan. It just, there was always a slight dip, but I don't know if you can really see a difference. I have enjoyed it and started using a more bronzy blush this month just because I think it went with the time of year. However, you know, when I was feeling pink or corally, I did like to use this. Then I've got the Maybelline Tattoo. This is in the color Pink Gold. I failed miserably at this. I really just wanted to hit pan, and I only used it twice, so there's no way I was going to hit pan. I mean, I have quite a good dip in there, and I feel like I could hit pan at any moment. I just wasn't really feeling it at this point. So, you know, maybe this month I'll use it a little bit more, who knows, but I just wasn't enjoying it at this month, and I wasn't reaching for a lot of pinks, just because it didn't really, and also clashed with one of the colors that I had in my pan, those eyeshadows for November, and they were too similar, so I just didn't feel the need to do it. But this month I don't really have a shade like this in my pan, those eyeshadows, so I might potentially dip into it, I'm not sure. Next up, I've got the e.l.f. poreless primer here. I've had this a zillion years. I did use this quite a bit, but I haven't finished it, and I was surprised that I didn't finish it because I didn't know there was so much left, because the packaging is quite heavy, so it's hard to judge how much product is actually in there, and I haven't taken it apart, but it still pumps fine, doesn't feel like it's getting empty at all, and I've used this only 6 times this month. Alright, and I've got 3 empties now to talk about in terms of makeup wise. Woo! Not really empties, but reaching my goal, as it were. So the first one is this In Transit primer. This is from This Works. I got this in a Birchbox. I think it was a Birchbox or a Pitbox, I'm not entirely sure, and I really didn't like it. It was more of honestly, it's a moisturizer, mask and primer all in one. I was using it as a primer, or trying to use it as a primer. I felt like it was more like a moisturizer. It left my skin feeling really greasy, and it had a really strong rose scent as well, so I really didn't enjoy it, to be honest. I used this 7 times before it finished up, so actually in total I used this product, how many times? 12 times plus maybe a couple more before I finished it up, which for like a mini, sample size is not that bad, to be honest. I just know that I will never purchase it, so it's actually a good thing that I tested it out. I might consider, looking at more items from this brand, but based off of this one item, I'm not a huge fan. Next up is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer here. This is the 16-hour one. It's not the hydrating one, it's just the normal regular one. I stopped using this because I really wasn't getting enough product out to be able to use it. I don't even know if you can see, but I haven't taken the stopper out simply because it's gotten too dry for me to really blend into anything. It just sort of is just sticking to my face now at this point. So I used this 3 times this last month until I decided it was done. So I sort of just put it away, and I haven't used it since. So I'm glad to just get rid of it, and I won't repurchase this. I definitely still want to try the hydrating one. So hopefully when I do eventually get that one, I'll be a lot happier with it. And then I have the e.l.f. blush here that I've had for quite a while. They don't do this one, although they did come out with new cream blushes recently. It's just a different type of formula and different packaging, so I guess they've like remastered it. I'm not sure. I've had this a long time. My goal was the Hit Pan. I have Hit Pan. I'm so happy. Last month it was looking pretty gross because I had put a brush in it, and then I just kept like trying to get to the end, and I've Hit Pan. And then as soon as I hit Pan, I didn't want to use it anymore, so I kind of put it away. I'm not sure what I'll do. I have this other blush that is exactly the same shade. It is Makeup Obsession from Makeup Revolution. It's cream based, and I bought this year, so I'm thinking why keep something that is discontinued? It's 5 years old probably at this point, where I suppose I could just keep this one. I think, my goal was to Hit Pan. I really don't like getting rid of makeup that's good, so that's why I've held on to it. I haven't thrown it away or anything. I don't know, I'm just gonna make a decision on it at some point. I'm not gonna get rid of it yet, but likelihood is I will declutter it at some point. Oh, I forgot to say I used this 9 times before I hit Pan this month, so that is good. Okay, on to skincare, and I don't know, I only have 2 items here for skincare, and then I've got a hand cream, which I didn't talk about last month, and also a perfume, which I forgot to talk about last month, so might be missing something, might not, who knows. The first one is this Hydra Genius from L'Oreal. This is aloe water. I was debating whether filming this, maybe I should just finish it up and then film it, but I wanted to be honest with you. I just, I've used it so often. I haven't been tracking, but it's really going to be gone within the next day or 2. What I have to do, because the pump is not pulling it anymore through the tube, I'm just going to have to take all this off and just sort of get it out like that, but it's fine. I've really liked this. I already have a backup, so I'm really enjoying this product, and yeah, I've definitely used up quite a bit. Next up is the Simple Toner, which I absolutely hate. In every single video I say I hate it. I have to say I've really neglected it this month. I have not been going for it. I've just been forgetting about it, to be honest, even though it just sits there in front of me while I do my my daily routine of skincare. But it's just not something that I have forced myself to use this month in particular. I actually forgot to mark where I was last month. I think I was midway through, so I've used another little bit as well, same amount that I usually use. I don't know if you can really see how much I've used because of the glare. There you go. But my goal was to finish it by the end of the year. honestly, I should be able to do that, but I know I won't. So I'll probably roll this into next year's product just to finally get rid of it. And I think at the rate that I'm going at, maybe it'll be done by February, maybe March, I don't know. But hopefully by January, February, I can get rid of it. But yeah, this is, you know, one of the things that I'm really just struggling with because I just don't like it, but I don't want to throw it away. And then I've got a hand cream here, which I have finished. I actually forgot about this item, and it should have been in my update from last month because I finished it. And then I don't know where this ended up. So this is the Baylis and Harding Daisy and Elderflower Moisturizing Hand and Nail Cream that I got in a gift set, and I finished it. And it was nice. It smells fine. It was quite nourishing. I think it does help with the hands, but obviously it's something that you need to do every single day, and sometimes I forget to do it. So I didn't see a huge amount of progress, I have to say, but it was fine. Not really too much to say about it. It's just hand cream. What can you say about hand cream? And then probably the thing that I'm most excited to tell you about, because I don't think I've ever finished a perfume bottle, and I still haven't finished a perfume bottle, but I'm getting very, very close. So I added this into the project months and months ago, right? And I was all the way up here, and now I'm all the way down here. That is a massive amount. I don't know if you can even see. Can you see where I am? I'm all the way down here. I haven't marked it. But I have just been trying to finish this perfume. I don't like the scent. I spray it on because I just want to get rid of it, but I really don't like the scent at all. It's the Yves Saint Laurent Black Opium, if you can't see. And I know a lot of people love this, and it sells every year for Christmas and birthdays, and they always have the gift sets, but I just don't like it. And my mother gave it to me, but she didn't give it to me as a new item. She used half of it and then she gave it to me. So I guess she stopped liking it and then she gave it to me, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll have the perfume. And I don't like it. So I've been desperately trying to get rid of it because I have some other perfume that I want to get rid of as well. So I can't do more than one perfume at a time in terms of trying to pan it. I just can't. I don't know how people can do that. I just forget. It's right there. I look at it, but I just don't do it. And I just don't know what's wrong with me. I just don't know what to do about that. But I'm really, really, really excited about my progress with this. And yeah, as soon as I finish it, I'm just going to be so, so happy. That's everything in my pan project pan. As I said, I'm really excited for the new year. I am going to roll in some new exciting items and just start afresh. Maybe some things will roll over, potentially that toner will, but I am really excited just to add a bunch of new things new old things that I think I can get rid of and start working through, and sort of just have a fresh go with this. Yeah, super, super pumped for 2021. If you haven't already subscribed yet, I would really appreciate if you can hit the subscribe button, and also like if you like the video. I hope to see you again soon. Please take care, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.